Warm Tuesday morning here in the city of Ocala. Give you an update on exactly what the temperature is right now at this moment in Ocala. 64 degrees and sunny. We're headed to a high of 79 degrees today at 3 p.m. with no rain in today's forecast. Good bit of news from the county. More and more county residents flood the local health departments wanting vaccination questions answered, whether by telephone, email, or showing up. Well, the plan has been announced now to beef up communications with the general public about the vaccines. They're bringing back the Facebook Live that they did in the springtime with Mark Lander, the administrator of the Florida Department of Health in Marion County, Kathy Bryant, who is on this show with us quite frequently. They relaunched the popular Facebook Live on the Marion County government page last Friday, and they will do this Facebook Live every Friday at 2 p.m. Lander and a county commissioner will answer public questions. It was so popular this spring to get information about testing, so they're bringing it back to give you information about vaccines. Bryant said during last week's Facebook Live that the feedback has proved to us that these broadcasts were helpful in answering the many questions you have with new COVID-19 vaccines being administered in our county and vaccine procedures being determined based on needs and resources. A series of new concerns have been brought to our attention. The health department also said it will start sending out emails to all seniors who registered for the vaccine but have not yet been contacted by a scheduler. Each week, a new email update will be sent out. It'll say your registration is still on and we'll call you when vaccines become available. Christy Juergens, who's a spokesperson for the local health department, said in the email interview on Monday, the first mass email went out last week. The first mass call is planned to go out today. So that was as of yesterday. The emails are planned to go out each Monday. It'll give a general guideline of where we are at appointment scheduling. She said they're now working on scheduling appointments for individuals who registered on the 29th of December. That day, 21,614 people signed up for vaccinations. Right now, the health department's currently able to give about 3,000 vaccinations appointments per week. So, once again, though, it's about how many vaccines you can get. The governor says that the Governor DeSantis says that vaccine procurement has been stagnant. The federal government says Florida hadn't used but half the vaccines they've gotten already. Who knows who to believe, your Republican governor or your Democratic federal government, because they don't want DeSantis to look good. He don't want them to look good. So I don't, it's not above either one of them to shade the truth a little bit, I would think. But the good thing about our community is our county commission and our administrator for the Florida Department of Health in Marion County, Mark Lander, and our 5 county commissioners will start every Friday at 2 p.m. They're going to be doing a Facebook Live, bringing you up to date on what's going on with vaccines. I talked to some people that they're very happy that they've gotten the vaccine. They're over 65, and it puts their mind at ease. And if the vaccine works and it puts your mind at ease, I'm all for you getting it. The number of vaccinations is limited to the number of doses the department receives from the state, though. So, it's slowing down a little bit. It probably takes several weeks or longer before the health department will come up with an idea about future appointments because they were inundated with 50,000 people signing up the first 3 days. The department is calling to schedule appointments in the order which people registered. Now, for the latest information on vaccinations in Marion County, go to marion.floridahealth.gov, or you can go to Twitter if you're Twitter savvy, FL Health Marion. And a person who still has a question that was not answered on the website can now send an email, vaccineinfo@marioncountyfl.org. Or you can call 402-3500. So if you have a question that wasn't answered on the website and you want to send an email to ask your question, send your email to vaccineinfo@marioncountyfl.org or call 402-3500. So the county's doing the best they can do with the limited resources they have, and they're opening up a line of communication with their Facebook Lives on Friday at 2 p.m. and with you to be able to email them. So I think the county's doing the best they can do. Advent Health opened in conjunction with the Marion County Health Department and the county commission all opened up a vaccination portal right here in the Paddock Mall. You can come to the Paddock Mall. If you've had an appointment scheduled, you may come to the Paddock Mall to get your vaccination. And that's the kind of thing that has to happen. The community, in a community this large, with a population of senior citizens, the older community members over the age of 65. I don't like the term senior citizens. I'm getting too close to that to like that term anymore. Older folks, more mature folks. We'll go with that. More seasoned people with a more seasoned population that we have in Marion County. You knew that this was going to be a hotbed topic, a hot button topic, the vaccination and how they would be distributed. And so there's a lot of opportunity. The state now is taking over doing long-term care facilities from CVS. CVS was doing those inoculations. Now the state is taking that over. So Governor DeSantis said 22% of all of our population of people over the age of 65 have already received the vaccine. So they're making strides in trying to get the vaccine out to the masses, get it out to as many people as possible that are willing to take it. I don't see any mandate anytime soon that will force everybody to take the vaccine. But if you are so inclined to want to take the vaccine, then I'm all for you taking the vaccine. But I'm glad that our county officials are opening up a line of communication and giving you the opportunity to have your questions answered either through a Facebook Live interaction or email. The email again is, where's it at here? Here it is. The email again, if you want to email a question because you don't want to deal with Facebook Live or you don't have Facebook Live, vaccineinfo@MarionCountyFL.org. Coming up next, Carol Ann Baldwin, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin, in the garden with Carol Ann Baldwin, as she is here every Tuesday giving you tips and advice on gardening. And then Matt Gibbs. It's auto repair with personal care from Matt Gibbs and the good folks at Sunrise Auto. That's at 10 o'clock today. We're going to talk about the impeachment. We're gonna talk about that. So I got a text saying you hadn't touched on the impeachment in 2 days. Well, I have some thoughts on why I shouldn't talk about the impeachment because, well, I'll just hold that off until later in the show and we can talk about that as well. Coming up next, Carol Ann Baldwin, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin, in the garden with Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. She'll take your questions over the phone or questions from me about anything related to gardening. We'll be right back after this short timeout. You're listening to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
Paddock Mall Studios. This is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
House Democrats presented an article of impeachment against President Trump to the Senate on Monday night. A total of 10 House Republicans joined in with Democrats to vote in favor of impeachment. And impeachment is defined as to remove from power. More on yesterday's horrific killing in Indianapolis, Indiana. A teenager whose dad had just yelled at him for leaving the house without permission turned a gun on his family, killing 5 relatives. The alleged killer, who has not been named by authorities because of his age, was arrested Monday after cops tracked him down to the suburb of Plainfield, Indiana. His younger brother lived to tell authorities what happened. The Senate voted 84-15 to confirm Janet Yellen as the 78th Treasury Secretary on Monday. Yellen is the first woman to serve as Treasury Secretary. Previously, she was on the Federal Reserve Board from 2014 to 2018. Born in Brooklyn, New York, Secretary Yellen is estimated to be worth $16 million. This is USA Radio News.
Here's some great news. If you missed the deadline to sign up for health insurance, or more importantly, if you sign up for a plan that you're just not happy with, you still have a choice. It's called MediShare, and MediShare is a Christian healthcare sharing program. It's been around for 25 years. They have more than 400,000 members now around the country. And get this, over the years, MediShare members have shared more than $2 billion of each other's medical bills, so they could help share your needs too. And best of all, you could save a lot of money with MediShare. The typical savings for a family is around $500 a month. Your savings could be more or less, but think about what you could do with that extra money every month. So if you think you're stuck with a high-cost health plan that doesn't have much to offer, think again. You can join MediShare anytime, so call them today and check it out. There's no pressure. They're super easy to talk to. 833-34-BIBLE. That's 833-34-BIBLE. 833-34-BIBLE.
The START treaty with Russia may need some adjustments to be fair. USA Radio News' Dan Araki has more.
In one of his administration.
It's time for Farm and Ranch headlines on the Southeast AgNet. I'm Tyron Spearman reporting. This season, get medieval on peanut white mold with the powerful protection of the all-new Excalia fungicide from Valent USA. With superior staying power, Excalia keeps your peanuts from being conquered by white mold, even under heavy pressure. Ask your local retailer or visit valent.com/Excalia to learn more. Buying points are now reporting that for Southeast runner-type peanuts, contracts have increased slightly from $450 per ton to $475 per ton. Buying points have received an allocation from the sheller as buying points meet with the peanut farmers to plan how many peanuts they will plant in 2021.
This season, get medieval on peanut white mold with the powerful protection of all-new Excalia fungicide from Valent USA. Here to shield your peanuts from the treachery of white mold, Excalia delivers excellent staying power, keeping your peanuts from being conquered, even under heavy pressure. Stay one step ahead of peanut white mold with the powerful protection of Excalia. Ask your retailer or visit valent.com/Excalia. Always read and follow label instructions.
Annual report came out Friday on the number of warehouses that are being approved to store peanuts. This past year, there were 33 licenses, 333 fundamental units, and 4.7 million tons of capacity. Right now, we're growing about 3.2 million tons. This represents a 10% increase in licensing and a slight